we're looking at the Python code on assumed mean. So how is that we have coded? The first thing is we're reading the file and all of that. I won't go into that detail. Here we are asking assumed mean. Enter the assumed mean value. So this is where we are asking it. So after that, we'll start calculating the class mark. Okay. So actually, I mean, it could have been the other way around, doesn't matter because class mark is not dependent on assumed mean. It's the other way around. Anyways, I could have asked this later also. It won't make a difference. Okay. So what is that we have to do? First is we are calculating class marks. How? We're taking the sum of, right, the float values in each row, that is the numbers. In this case, the first row has 10 and 20. We are adding them up. Okay. Post that, what are we doing? We are dividing the sum with 2. So 10 plus 20 is 30. 30 divided by 2 is 50. So this has been done for all the rows. For I in range 1 to length of the df. Df is the length of the file basically. Okay. So we are doing it for all the entire length. That is from here to here. That is 3 rows. So this is 25 and 35. Right. That is how you find the class mark. Next, we ask for the assumed mean. Once we ask for the assumed mean, we can find di. Calculating di. How will we do that? Each of the class mark is subtracted with the same number, that is the assumed mean. So in this case, we can say we enter 25, it will subtract 15 and 25, 0 and 10. So that's how we find the di. Next is we are calculating frequency into di. That is the product of frequency and di. So how are we doing that? We are multiplying, right? Just a second. Why is this? Anyways, we are multiplying. You can see here di-fi, right? D underscore I is nothing but the each value of the frequency into sorry, fi is nothing but each frequency of each row into the di value, right? We know the di value for each of this row. So with the respective row, we are multiplying with the respective frequency. Okay, so that is we are multiplying this to minus 150, this is 0 and 350, right? We are doing that. Okay, so post that, what are we doing? We need to this is done. We need to add them up. Add what? The product of fi into di. We are adding them up. So this is what? Oh sorry, this is not fi. Fi is this minus 20, and this is what is this? 40. So that we are adding this up, right? We are multiplying di and fi. So I did the wrong thing. Then we are adding this up. We'll get 20. Okay, so we got the sum, and we are also adding the frequencies. Right here, we are adding the frequencies. So this is 5, 9. Once we do that, we are dividing both, right? We're dividing both. In Python code too, the order of operation is also maintained over there as well. Okay, and then we are adding the assumed mean. So assumed mean happens to be 25, and that's how you get your x bar. Okay, so the same set of procedure is maintained over here as well. First we find class mark, then we speak about assumed mean, then we find the di, right? Di is found, and once that is done, then we multiply the frequency with its respective di's, right? Frequency into di, and then the final answer, that is we add up the frequency into di product, then we add up only the frequency column, then we divide them, right? This is division operation, and then we add it with the assumed mean. So this is your assumed mean method in Python code.